lacrosse friends, welcome back to the Aleš Hřebeský. I told you the next game was coming up fast. Scott Neese and I were just climbing the ladder. Literally, there's a ladder up to the booth, and we just got up here. I'm a little out of breath because I haven't moved that fast for a while.
You move pretty fast for a big guy, Stamper.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You move pretty fast for a little guy. I am Steven Stamp. This is Scott Neese. This is the 2018 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial, the 25th anniversary of this tournament. Mike Burke has the ball for the Ireland Riggers. They are a team from the silver tier who have moved up. And Burke rips one. He has been on fire in this tournament, usually getting going in the second half, but he's on fire off the top here.
Oh, baby, he's a weapon. He's been unstoppable in that playing game last night and really got them to this round from that lower group, and you can see it right away here. This team, their success, their offense is going to be on his back.
Fires around the screen, perfect placement. You cannot put that one on the goaltender, as that was just inside the pipe, actually off the bar. Jared Wood for the Riggers has another face-off win. Ball pops out of his stick, but doesn't go very far. And it will be the Nova Scotia Privateers who come up with it. Jasper Goodwin having a solid tournament too. He gets it ahead. Here's a 2-on-4. And Gavin Quigley is just going to kind of run into some trouble, and then a loose ball push after the ball had popped loose, and he went after it.
Numbers there for a second, but getting back quickly is Dublin and able to get the possession. We'll see what they can do on offense.
Burke has it again. He will have the ball in his stick a lot. There's a long shout from outside by Sean Gibson. He gets a bit of a push from Stu McElhone. Looks for a call. There's no way you're getting that call 2 minutes into the game for just a little shove.
Gibby's a veteran of the Irish program. Him and Mike Kennedy really doing a lot to build not just Irish lacrosse, but specifically Irish box lacrosse.
And Sean Gibson has been there from Canada for so long. He's in Oslo now. There's a shot from the outside, goes just a little bit wide. Snagged there by Sonny Finn Campbell. It is knocked loose. Great forecheck pressure. Can't be picked up by Kennedy. It's stripped again, and the 10-second count has got to be getting there. Sonny Finn Campbell tries to rip it. He's getting a little panicky, and it is 10 seconds. Great effort there.
Absolutely, good pressure. A lot of tense intensity here as both teams trying to get into the Final Four.
Privateers have been coming to this tournament for a long time, looking to get into that top four, and they're going to be a little bit closer with a shot on the run by Greg Nussey, right over the shoulder. Beautiful spot, finding it past Mike Cregan.
Yeah, let's check out this replay right here. I don't think Cregan saw it.
Oh, he went up with the shoulder.
Nice. Not a lot of oomph behind that shot, but able to get there, pick that corner.
Yeah, mostly about placement and not power.
Absolutely.
It's a pretty sweet AHM box lacrosse hat you have on.
Thanks. I got it over my headset.
Yeah. Trying to protect your head.
Yeah.
You do not want to get your scalp burnt.
No, bald man problems. X-Eyes is the Polish company that makes these hats.
Oh, there you go.
Check them out in the vendor village.
Nice. Mike Burke running down into the corner. He's watched there by Matt Dunbar. Chris Case tosses over to the far side, poking horn. Oh, it's Brendan Farrell trying to cut underneath. Circles back around, gets a big pick there by Case down low. Oh, behind the back shot. Cam Patterson just couldn't quite find the spot.
Yeah, keeper ready for that one. And they'll slow things down right here.
Yeah, Mitch Hannigan in net for the Nova Scotia Privateers. Pass comes across to the near side.
Penalty coming up.
Yeah, you can hear the big chop. The first penalty of the game. Captain Jamie Dunbar, a little toe drag. Has the man up high. That's Drew McDonald, but the shot clock will expire before he can let that one rip. Boy, Mitch Hart calling the penalty. Had the last game, which was quite a feisty affair. And he's probably a little tired. It is warm. It is sunny.
We got good experienced officials. They're working hard. It's definitely hot down here.
It is. Yesterday was quite cold. I had to borrow a sweatshirt from you. One of your team is Gold Star Tel Aviv guys. And I returned it today. I did bring my own hoodie today, but not needing either of them in this case.
Andrew Kruder with the credit on the
Thank you, Andrew Kruder. That shot goes wide, bounces onto the backside of the mesh. It's recovered. And the pass out top didn't quite connect. Ian McShane was trying to get it. The former Victoria Shamrock has been fantastic for the Privateers. That little pass ahead doesn't get through. It's snagged by Russell Thomas, who's going to go for a run. Great job sensing the pressure coming behind and just moving his stick out of the way before Brad Fossen could get it.
Great man-down defensive play by Patterson right there. Check the ball away, and that's what you want on the man down. Put pressure on and take the ball away. They're going to rag this out with that 1 minute penalty.
Yeah,
get back
8
to even.
seconds left on the shot clock, 11 on the penalty. Mike Burke had it for a second. You can never count on him not to score. And there's a shot by Farrell that is stopped by Hannigan. The penalty will be over in 2 seconds. And we're back to even strength. 1-1 the score. We are 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes into this final quarterfinal. We'll have 2 more gold group games for you today. The semis to determine who will meet for the championship. Who are in those games? I mean, the winner of this obviously goes to one of them.
Yeah, this one will be, the winner of this will play Ratatin, the home team. And
so the others, the Alberta Warriors and Gold Star Tel Aviv.
That's right.
8-10 and 9-10, I believe.
Yep.
Penalty coming.
And we'll go 3-12s for the semis.
Is that running time or stop time?
That's running.
Running time with stop time for the last 2 minutes of the third?
Yes, and stop for the final.
And stop time, 3:12, stop time for the final?
Yeah.
And that will be tomorrow at...
Probably like 8.
I would think
Let's
so.
go with 8.
8. Let's say 8. I like 8. And then celebrating with the entire crowd here. What an event this is. This is my first time at the Aleš Hřebeský. I am loving every minute of it. There's Burke up top. Behind the back, the shot by Gibson goes wide. It's going to be grabbed on the far side by... What is that? That's Brendan Farrell.
This is our first look at the Irish power play. And you got to think they're trying to get the ball to Burke here. But a lot of weapons. Sean Gibson can put the ball in there at any time.
Polkinghorne is dangerous. Farrell. They've got David Hammond down low on the lefty crease. Burke from the outside is stopped. Hannigan wasn't sure where it was. So he makes the smart goalie move of just staying still. And then as he moves, it falls out of his equipment.
And with these 1 minute penalties, you only really get one shot at it on the power. Let's see if...
Running the length of the floor there, Matt Dunbar. He's going to turn it back out. Good decision. He almost had a chance to spin and get a shot, but nice slide defense by the Riggers to take that away. Nova Scotia just getting their 5th man out of the box now. Nussey.
About 5 to shoot.
There's a chance, and that one, I believe, goes off the foot of Hannigan and up out of play.
And great job right there by the Scotians to kill that power, and they got a fresh shot clock right here. Scotians, can I say that?
Yeah. Nova Scotians?
Nova Scotians?
Yeah, Scotians sounds like they're from Scotland itself.
Yeah.
Nova Scotia, which means New Scotland, was one of the first areas settled in Upper Canada by people from Europe. Here comes Jared Wood running up the floor. He'll hand it off, and there's some immediate pressure from KJ McNeil sneaking up on Farrell and almost caused a turnover. Farrell had to be alert. Gibson takes a big pop as he tries to run through the middle. You can see how tightly they're paying attention to Mike Burke. He's number 61, right on top of the crease there, and he has had a man on him everywhere he has gone. Here's a breakaway chance. Great fakes, but just missing on the far side with Andrew McDonald.
Nice job by Cregan taking away the angle, limiting a shot. We'll see who comes up with this one.
Looks like a withholding call against Nova Scotia's KJ McNeil. So Ireland will get possession. Burke's going to trot up with the ball in his stick. Gets a pick. There's the roll, but nicely played on the 2-man defense. Nick Simpson staying with Gibson. It's picked off, knocked wide, and scooped up there. Thomas Crane wisely turns back. That was great hustle coming back on defense by Mike Burke.
It was one of those dribblers where you're like, it's going to be over back, it's going to be a breakaway, and neither of the two.
Yeah, you play advantage until it's clear that the team the non-offending team is not advantaged. That was a big hit. There's some banging around, and play is just blown down, and Mitch Hart says, Nova Scotia ball. I'm not going to explain myself, let's just go.
These Riggers are not afraid to hit hard.
No. There's a Nova Scotia pick that shoved a Rigger right into his privateer teammate. The ball finally pops out. I don't know how Drew McDonald held on to that ball for so long. What a save by the foot of Cregan. It looked a bit lucky at first, but then you realize he was throwing his body the other way and stuck the leg back to the left, and that's going to be a holding call. Not much question about that.
Absolutely.
Mike Reed just tackles his man.
You got to love Rod Humphreys, boys, willing to sacrifice the body, get in there in the middle, do whatever it takes to get towards the net, and draw on the penalty.
Yeah, the coach of the Nova Scotia Privateers doing a great job. They're going to say illegal cross-check, so they're going to call him for landing with the stick on him after he tackled him. I think you could have gone either. Hold, illegal cross-check.
Yeah.
It's a penalty. It's a power play for Nova Scotia. And we are almost 11 minutes in. Once again, these games flying by. Let's see how the Privateers power play can do here. Sidearm rip. I think Wood got a little bit of the stick, but McDonald chases it, follows his own shot. It's picked up by Polkinghorn. Repeated whacks are not doing much. They do turn Polkinghorn aside. Luke Parker staying with him the whole way. Burke on his offside will toss it down. There's still 28 seconds on the penalty, just 15 on the shot clock, so he'll be able to kill about half of that time. Hammond cutting behind the net, gets pinned, and the ball pops out. Thomas driving after it and dove after the ball. Parker got in the way just enough for Matt Dunbar, just enough to maintain possession. And the penalty will expire in 3 seconds. Privateers are going to take a shot and they score. Just as the penalty expired, Reed was just running back, so it's not a power play goal as he was on the floor, but clearly they had the advantage there, and that's just a beautiful finish.
Yeah, nice job. Well, you still kind of have the manpower advantage, taking advantage, and just a really good feed and a really good shot, good placement.
Again, so hard for the goaltender when it's down below the hand, above the ankle, just around the knee there. It's a tough spot.
Yeah, and then you add this heat and the sun, and it's, you know, I think when things cool down a little bit later, it'll be back to normalcy, but box lacrosse outdoors is a different game.
Farrell comes up with the ball, circles away. The player coming right off the Nova Scotia bench, able to jump on him. Farrell thought about the shovel pass, saw that it wasn't there, just keeps running with the ball. He's going to try and get it to Burke, but he kind of throws it away. Will it be picked up? It does. It actually goes past the man. Jasper Goodwin knocks somebody over as they're both going for the ball. He comes up with it, but won't have a lane at the net, so he's going to have to pull it back out and set up the offense. Great effort by Goodwin. I've been very impressed with him as a player in this tournament.
I haven't seen a lot of Nova Scotia, but all their guys can go two ways. There's a lot of hustle all over the place.
That ball knocked down by Thomas, but it winds up going over to the far side where Ian McShane scoops it up, gets him to McDonald. He loses the ball under a check from Goglia. Polkinghorn with the hard hit. A little contact to the head, but he was bent right over, so you're not going to get a call there. And that ball will bounce out into the stands as the 30 expires. Oh, there's a penalty coming. Maybe I was wrong. Roughing on Goglia.
So we got a replay on that.
Yeah, if we get a chance, folks, we can run that very quickly. No, we're in play. So Nova Scotia back to the power play. They lead 2-1. The last one, again, not a power play goal, but virtually power plays. Reed wasn't back in play yet. Goglia was still one or less. And they rip from about the same spot. Cregan makes that stop. Scooped up there by Patty. It's not scooped up by Patty Quinn. It gets away from him, and the Riggers have possession. Great swim move by Thomas. Boy, Russell Thomas is having himself a game today.
Yeah, excellent transition, staying out of trouble and clearing the ball up. We'll see the man down offense, always exciting.
Penalty kill, Scott.
I'm sorry, it's my field lacrosse. So.
I know, you were playing, you're at field lacrosse on the weekend. We've got a penalty coming to Nova Scotia. I think it's going to be holding the stick. What I saw was Jamie Dunbar ripping the stick out of his opponent's hands.
And that's a big swing here where...
Oh, wait a second. Is it both?
I think he just got one. But what's interesting is...
I saw the holding indicated first and then the cross check.
And now they're stopping the clock. So it'll be 4 and 4. They'll take they go from power play one way to power play another in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
They're saying 2.
Yeah, there are 2 minutes. It was a holding and then
yep.
the cross check. So that is huge. It gives the Riggers a chance here. 23 seconds left in the half. Play is underway, and the penalty to Goglia is expiring. So he's going to run over to the bench, and they'll get their 5th attacker on. They're only going to have about 10 seconds to work with. Actually, they had 5 guys on. The goalie's come in.
Yep.
Okay, that's a smart play. You pull the goalie, and then you can start playing with the man advantage right away. 2 seconds, Burke will just let it fly. It was tipped on the way by Goodwin. Almost caused a problem, but it did not. And we will go to the half with Nova Scotia leading 2-1, but on the penalty kill for another minute 37 as we get the second half going. And Scott Neese, while I've got you here, I don't know, let's talk about the World Championships, because you've been spending a bit of time on that.
Yeah, we have the biggest FIL World Lacrosse Championships of all time. 48 countries competing in Netanya, Israel this summer in field lacrosse. It was announced about a year ago. I remember this weekend last year is when we were preparing for the press conference, and it's just been a whirlwind, a crazy year of prep, and I'm excited to get back to work, but I'm also really excited to take a little bit of a vacation here, and I wouldn't miss the 25th anniversary of this amazing tournament here.
This is, as I've mentioned, is my first time here, and this tournament blows me away. We do just want to thank you to Uncommon Fit, our sponsor for the streaming of these games, broad streaming through LaxAllStars, and hopefully we've got thousands and thousands of people watching these games.
Yeah, it's amazing. You watch these on demand. Sometimes you're looking back at a game and it's got 500-600 views in like 2 hours after the game. And but great job by Uncommon Fit, of course, the local production here, LaxAllStars, everyone involved in this. And you just feel the excitement here building, and everyone around the world is watching. There's a lot of people everywhere, all these different countries watching and following this. But you see the crowds building. It's a little light when the home team's not playing.
Yeah,
it's not light, but it's
it's a good crowd, but it actually cleared out a little bit because the last game was Custodes, and it's packed. But I mean, they put up the bleachers at the back to the left, away from the clubhouse, and I mean, there's a fair number of people over there. There's a bit of shade there, which is part of the reason.
Why there's people there. The momentum just builds on the weekend, and tonight when Raritan, the winner of this game is going to play Raritan, and it's going to be a big home crowd under the lights. Can't wait for that one.
I always notice the kiss cam right at the last minute. I noticed they really like having 2 women in the kiss cam. I don't know. It's just our producer having a bit of fun.
I think the kiss cam's a new addition for this year, so they're really excited about the kiss cam.
I've never been a huge kiss cam fan. I'm just glad they can't point it at us up here because we're behind the cameras.
Don't test them. Don't challenge them.
Sorry. Face off to start the second half. It's 2-1 Nova Scotia. They would love possession because they are shorthanded. And they get it, but then the stick of Matt Dunbar is knocked right out of his hands. Great grab there by Thomas Crane. He'll run into the offensive zone. They can kill 30 seconds. Crane just runs over into the far corner, into the shade, and he's going to stay in the shade for as long as he can.
And Dublin seems happy to take the 30 seconds off, get possession back.
Now Hammond and Wood are starting to close in. Little pick comes. That's Garrod Dunbar on him now.
He's just going to dump here.
Yeah, they're going to change as the shot clock's about to expire, and you can actually see Jamie Dunbar jumping up over the glass from the penalty box, yelling, change, 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 with about 3 seconds left in the shot clock. He didn't want them to get caught with the Riggers coming down with numbers. They've got 40 left in the penalty, 15 now on the shot clock. Burke with the ball. Big pick from Gibson. Quick movement. Hard shot, but right to the belly pad by Farrell. Not where he was aiming with that one.
No. Great ball movement to get that shot off. And you can see the pressure here. Dublin wants it back. They're going to get it back.
Yeah, Andrew McNeil hard on the ball, and he's going to get the reward. What a job. He takes the pass from Brendan Farrell, who came up with the possession, and winds up, it's Dan Patterson. And it was Patterson that caused that, and then gets the ball and gets the goal.
And Patterson's an impressive player.
Yes.
You could see it right place at the right time. Nice finish, and ties this game up.
So many times the guy who does all the hard work sees somebody else score the goal. In this case, he causes the turnover, and then Farrell flips it over to him, and he actually gets to get the Gino. Oh, Gino, I hate saying that. Goal. I'm not a Gino guy.
I've never heard that before. Is that a Canadian thing?
Yeah. Gino for goal, Apple for an assist.
I know Apple.
Yeah.
Everyone likes apples.
Apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's over and back.
Yeah.
That's just a bit of a mental error by Goglia. And here comes Nova Scotia. It's 2-2. They want to get back ahead. The rebound grabbed by Cregan just before Drew McDonald could get it. Long pass up to Polkinghorn. Bit of a risky pass, but it connects. Polkinghorn withstands some pressure, then tosses it over. Great job by Burke to go up and get that pass. The sun is gradually lowering, and it's going to be right in our eyes soon for the semis, I think. Burke, backdoor pass, picked off. Jasper Goodwin. He just keeps making play after play in this tournament.
Got numbers.
McNeil, and a bounce shot by McDonald. And you can hear a lot of too many being yelled. But it's a good goal. Great fake. High and just a quick release down underneath.
You always got to be aware of that transition. Nova Scotia's not afraid to run. They get the 2-on-1 break. Ireland's not ready for it. They're not back. And Cregan left hung out to dry a little bit.
3-2 Privateers. Wood pulls the ball back between his legs. But it is Nova Scotia that comes up with possession. Whoa, and a stick gets up into the face. Kind of spins the mask. But on the crease, oh, and a big hit, and there's a penalty coming. It's going to be a goal, though.
Wow.
It was Matt Dunbar who had his face mask kind of spun on his head, and then he races in to pick up the rebound after the original shooter was banged down.
And that's, for the Irish, that's a tough stretch right there. You tie it up 2-2. 5-on-5, they're playing great, but 2 quick transition goals. Nova Scotia's up 4-2.
Gavin Quigley took the original shot and then was kind of grabbed as the defender raced in. So just like that, it's a 2-goal lead. We're 4 minutes into the second half. Second of 2 15-minute running time halves. The final 2 minutes are stop time. I'm Stephen Stamp with Scott Neese. It's the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial 2018, the 25th anniversary. Ducked under was Thomas, but he loses the ball. He's thrown aside. Terrific defensive play, and then the lead pass. Jasper Goodwin, he's got some space. Shoots, saved by Cregan. He's going to track down the ball. Nice job not going through the crease, so he's able to pick up the ball. He's got a man on top. Nobody had him. Great finish. Luke Parker. And what a play by Jasper Goodwin, too.
Nova Scotia's excited. That's 3 straight goals in probably the last 45 seconds, 1 minute.
We can find that. We can actually refresh here, and once it's put up on the stats.
It's a little deceiving because of the running clock and the real time.
It is.
But all 3 goals, odd man situations, fast breaks, transition, right off the face-off. And Cregan's making the saves, but it's those rebounds they're burying in.
Yeah.
5-on-5, they're doing great. They got to stomp down this transition.
Cregan had a tough start yesterday. He gave up 3 or 4 goals that he really would normally stop, but was sensational through the rest of the game as the Riggers came back to get a win and rise from the silver group into the final 8.
Sean Gibson's very excited about this team. All the Irish, they have a lot of talent here, and it comes from Cregan the back end up.
Great feed through to Chris Case, who somehow gets that shot off and in as he's being hammered. That's a big hit by the defender.
Oh yeah, nice pass, great individual effort right there, fighting through that hit, burying it. Good way to answer back. The Riggers are not going to go down without a fight, that's for sure.
5-3, it's a 2-goal game. Lots of time left. We've got over 9 minutes to play. Wood for the Riggers. And Dunbar for the Privateers, who pulls it back. Sonny Finn Campbell going after a penalty coming to the Privateers. So the extra attack will come as Cregan races to the bench. 15 on the shot clock. Seems like that 30 got going pretty quick. Off the crossbar. It's going to come out just beside us into the stands. Lands on the tent, one of the tents, and bounces off.
All great games here today. All these quarters, really full of excitement one way or another.
Oh, it's just I'm running out of adrenaline. I'm sure I'll get more for the semis, but then I need a good sleep tonight.
The excitement tomorrow just builds. It goes from 19th place, 17th place, 15th place. Each game, they're all evenly matched, and just building that momentum towards the final.
Farrell across to Burke, who rips it. That's Gibson, actually. He scores from the shooter spot. Power play goal just about 6 seconds into that penalty.
And nice movement. Getting the ball to Gibson. Good outside rip. Classic Sean Gibson, the wily vet for the Irish and the Dublin Riggers.
Everyone knows him as Gibby, and he's been around for so long, it's easy to kind of take him for granted and forget. You think of him as an organizer, becomes the director of the ELF. So many things he does on an organizational side, you can forget what a good lacrosse player he is. And we remember now because he just got that beautiful shot.
And the little Gibby on the way. That's the big news last week.
When's the little Gibby coming?
I don't know. I think that's just maybe the summer.
Ooh, how exciting.
After the summer.
Wow. A little Zelene coming as well in a couple of weeks. One of our great referees here.
Lots of lax babies on the way.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Boy, a breakout here. Oh, and it's just a little too far for Jamie Dunbar. He jumps up to try and get it, but Cregan had it. And Rebecca and Stephen Hopkins have their young son, Andrew Daniel, here. He is a cutie. She was, I believe, still pregnant with him at the Euros last summer, was she not? Or did he just come? I think she was still pregnant. Not a back in, because it just bounces off of them. You're not answering my question.
I don't know the answer.
Okay, well, let's get back to the play then. Here comes Stu McElhone. Nice little lever pass. The hard shot off the post. That was Patty Quinn ripping that one. Just a big circle by Jamie Dunbar. Gets it across to Parker. He bounces one. Look how he went through the legs of the defender.
And you can see that the Riggers D, they're stabilizing that 5-on-5 defense. They're confident with Cregan behind them.
Ireland into the offensive zone. Burke, a little shake and bake, then over to Farrell. Scott with the pick and roll, but Farrell goes to the net. There's the outlet pass from Hannigan. Nick Simpson will slow things down a little bit.
You think about how many possessions are left in this game, and you're Nova Scotia. It's a 1-goal lead, but you still got the advantage here. You want to take the time.
But not get stayed or static. You want to keep moving.
Foot on the pedal, but you want to maintain control.
Little drive underneath and a bouncer. Cregan just got that. That looked like it had some space. Great spin there to get away. I think it was McShane taking that shot.
Yeah, it was good opportunity right there, eating the clock, getting a good scoring opportunity with a couple seconds left on the shot clock.
Chris Case hands it off to Mike Burke. He's running across the top to feed. An opening. Nice passing. Gibson on the crease is stopped. Not sure how much ankle he had, and Hannigan made sure he took away what was available.
And a big reset right there. Ireland's going to maintain possession. About 5 to play.
The ball's over on the far side. The hard rip by Burke. Stopped by Hannigan. Jasper Goodwin will pass it out. Makes the simple pass. KJ McNeil runs across mid-floor. Hands it off. Here's Patty Quinn setting things up on the offense. We're into the final 5 minutes. 5-4 the score. We've had one shootout today, and if it ends in a tie, that's what we go to. Great chance for Goodwin on the crease. Can't quite get it. It's picked up there by Hammond. Nice toe drag, a little backwards draw toe drag. Hustle by McDonald, but he can't make the strip. Hammond is going to leave the ball a little too far. That was a dangerous play and turns into a turnover. The man is ahead. Matt Dunbar will just block the cutter and the shot by Simpson, but that one's turned aside by Cregan.
Another transition opportunity for Nova Scotia. Cregan with the big save, preventing the 2-goal lead, keeping Dublin in this one.
Nova Scotia will get possession on the play along the far boards.
2 shootouts today. The Adler.
Oh yes.
Over at the other rink.
Oh okay. Yeah, I obviously didn't get a chance to see that one. I've been here all day.
Why can't you be in 2 places at one time, Stamper?
I don't know. I'm working on that.
Unbelievable.
I know. It's disappointing. I'm sorry. Oh, what a rip! Oh, it's on the backside. It's in. It is in. It came out. Nobody was really doing anything. That's a great shot by Gavin Quigley.
Quigley knew he had it.
Yeah.
Not again.
Like
not a lot.
Kane, the only guy who knew.
Not a lot of velocity. Popped both corners. Oh, plenty of velocity.
Yeah.
And it popped in. Yeah, you could see it. Right there. Big goal for Nova
it's clearly
Scotia.
In, but just inside. I mentioned in an earlier broadcast, the nets are very tight to the frame here. The ball can come out in a hurry. I remember somebody saying, "Oh yeah, they play it so there's a real advantage with these nets." I'm like, for who? Everyone plays on the same nets.
Certainly, the home team knows the rink better. Creases are a little tight, and you see the Czechs taking advantage of that behind the goal. Yeah. Probably more than other teams. But
6-4.
Fair for all teams.
Yeah. Nova Scotia pulls ahead. The chance by Burke goes wide. Gibson gets it back. His shot is stopped by Henning. He pounces on it just before Polkinghorne can get to it. Jasper, no, that's not sure who that was with the pass out, but it gets ahead to Gavin Quigley.
They got numbers.
He scored the last goal. That was a bounce shot, and that one does not get in for Luke Parker. Here come the Riggers back the other direction. Chris Case will fire it up to Burke. 2.5 minutes to go. The Riggers need 2 goals if they're going to continue their Cinderella climb. Spinning shot, a little bit wide by Scott. He's trying to fight to get his own ball back. Can't get it. Good thing they hadn't pulled the goalie, because here comes a break for the Privateers. Nice save by Cregan on the shot there from Stu McElhone. Riggers going after the ball. They scoop it up. Have they used their timeout yet?
They have not. Good thing about that breakaway, not a lot of time elapsed.
Yeah, 2 minutes left on the clock. We are into stop time now. Gibson in the corner. Riggers being patient. They have to go quickly, but they can't rush. It's a fine line. That shot was tipped by Goodwin. It's going to be snagged there by McNeil, who tosses it ahead. Oh, and Sonny Finn Campbell took the angle off the bench. May have just gotten on the stick. I think he took the wrong angle, trying to go after the ball right away and let the man get off for the run. Thomas Crane wasn't able to bury it, though.
Nova Scotia is going to slow things down right here, 2:30.
Yeah, 1:25 to go. They've got 8 left on the shot clock. They don't need another goal. They'd like one, but they don't need it. McDonald with the hard shot.
Big Lucy right here.
Oh, that's a huge possession for the Privateers. They go behind the net. The cutter in front, Paddy Quinn. They don't go to him. McDonald now will fake, shoot, wide. It's in the backside of the mesh. He went through the crease by Ian McShane.
You hear the bench shouting, use the 30. He didn't listen, but
no.
But they were shouting it.
And then that's going to be Drew McDonald getting a penalty as he pushed his way through. I think that's Sean Gibson was in the way. No, sorry, it's Doran.
It's a dead ball foul.
Yeah. Ryan Doran was just in the way, and he ran through him. You can't just run through a guy who's standing there.
Can't do it.
That's a good call, because he didn't just run through him. He gave him a push to the head, kind of shoved him back.
Yeah.
That gives the Riggers a chance here, a bit more of a chance. Whoa. Yeah, okay, it's just a minute. I thought it was 2 minutes up there. 1 minute. Burke passes it down low, back up to Farrell. Gibson's on the crease. He scores! Farrell from the outside. Just a little look off, gets the rip, and puts it home to make it 6-5 on the power play.
And they'll release the penalty. So last 35 seconds here, we're going to play 5-on-5.
Obviously, this face-off critical. If the Riggers win, I would think they've already asked for a timeout immediately after the face-off. Jasper Goodwin for the Privateers.
I believe the Privateers have their timeout also.
Yeah. Jared Wood for the Riggers. Wood pulls it out. Can he get to the ball first? He can't. That's John McDonald getting there, but everyone's fighting after it. The Riggers grab the ball. Do they get their timeout? They do. Great job getting the timeout immediately. I'm sure they'd said. And that took 11 seconds. Boy, it's hard to see with that sun right on there.
I got 24 left.
Yeah, me too.
24 left. They're going to pull the keeper here.
Yeah, Cregan's already gone to the bench, and he will not return. He is going and settling himself, grabbing a seat and some water. 24 seconds, possession, and 6 attackers to try to get the tying goal and force a shootout, or score it early. Now, if you're the Riggers, do you wait till the last few seconds to make your move, or do you just shoot when you get a chance?
I think you want to get the ball your best player's stick. You want to get it in Burke's stick.
Yeah.
If the opportunity is there, take it. If you give up the empty netter, so what?
Yeah, exactly. My point, I always say, who cares? You lose by 1, lose by 2, it makes no difference. Take your chance. Yeah. Burke will start. They've got the ball in Burke's stick. Riggers move in. They go down low. Ball is passed up. It's a high pass and out of play.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. David Hammond has his stick broken in half by Matt Dunbar. Hammond was holding the ball. Now, the Privateers have taken the timeout, actually, after the ball bounced out. Yep. Hammond was holding the ball. He knew he had to put it down. And Matt Dunbar wanted to ensure that he did, so he actually chopped the stick in half.
What do? You leave Cregan in here, or you go with the 6 runners? Dangle the empty net.
I'd keep Cregan out, honestly, just double team.
Yep.
The nearest guy.
You ever see like those NLL games where one team pulls it, the other team pulls it, and you got 12 runners?
Oh yeah.
It looks
like
that's what they're doing.
Year?
Yep.
Champions Cup, yeah.
Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes.
Yeah. Well, and the thing, in that case, and they're not going to pull Mitch Hannigan.
No.
Which I don't think there's any need to, because there's, with 12, 14 seconds, I think you're okay. If it was a bit less time, you might pull him.
Yep. You got 10 now.
Dunbar's tied up, loses the ball. They've got it. Big hit. Polkinghorne has it.
He's got to go.
5 seconds. He's got a man with him. Does he shoot? He passes. The ball is knocked down. What a strip. What a strip. That was Ian McShane, the forward, coming back and knocking that ball loose when a glorious chance had presented itself. I think it was Nico Godlia that was going to get a shot. Oh, what a game. We have had 4 sensational quarterfinals in this tournament.
What a nice finish, too.
Yeah. Privateers 6, Riggers 5.
Dublin fighting after kind of spoiling it. They fight for that last opportunity, and they get a chance. They get it near the net and unable to get a quality shot on, but hand it to Nova Scotia. A lot of versatility, fighting through, holding on to that win. I think they're going to give Raritan a good run for their money in the semis.
Yeah, it should be good. We'll look up the exact times for those semis tonight. Once the computer
I got it.
works
It's
up again.
8:10 p.m.
I believe you're correct.
Tel Aviv versus Alberta, 9:10 p.m. Radotin versus Nova Scotia.
Wow.
So I'll give you Eastern times on that too.
Okay,
That's
go.
1:10 p.m. Tel Aviv versus Alberta. That's Eastern. 2:10 p.m. Eastern is, hold on. Radotin
you're off by an
versus
hour.
Nova Scotia.
You're off by now.
No!
It's a 6-hour difference, so it's...
No, it's
actually,
7. Oh, it's 6 here. Yeah,
6
yeah.
here,
I got
yeah.
my Israeli time.
Yeah, you're not in Israel. We are in Radotin.
You should do that again.
Thanks, yeah. So it's 8:10 local, which is 2:10 p.m. Eastern time. Please make the necessary adjustments from there. That is one semifinal. That will be Gold Star Tel Aviv versus
Alberta.
Warriors. And then the other semifinal at 9:10 local, 3:10 Eastern time, and of course all the other adjustments. And that will be these Nova Scotia Privateers against the host LCC Custodes. That'll be a full house.
Yeah.
Under the lights,
yeah.
spectacular lacrosse, spectacular setting, a little slice of heaven on earth right here in Radotin. I'm Stephen Stamp with Scott Neese. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you at the next games.